Hey guys, ChrisFix here, and today I'm going to show you how to etch and personalize your tools. Like this hammer with my name on it, and these sockets which I etched the size on so you could easily read them. But this process doesn't only work for tools, it works on other bare metal objects like a knife or even one of these metal water bottles or thermoses. I mean, come on, how cool is this? You're going to be able to do this when you're done watching this video. Basically, any metal surface which isn't painted, you could use this process on. So be creative. And the reason why I'm excited to show you guys how to do this, because many times tools are hard to read, specifically sockets. The sizes on them can be really hard to see. And these are actually not that bad. But some sockets are even worse. You have to search around the whole socket for the size. And there you go, 13 millimeter, but even that's hard to see. It's small and there's no contrast. So I'm going to take this cheap $10 socket set with its hard to read sizes here and etch it so it goes from this to this. And now all of these are nice and easy to read. And not only am I going to show you how to etch the sizes in your tools, but I'm going to show you how to personalize your tools with your name or logo, because how awesome is that? And the best part is, this is fast and easy to do with stuff you could find around the house. All you need is a 12-volt DC source like a car jump starter, battery charger, car battery, or even one of those 9-volt batteries, which will work if you're not etching too many tools. Then you'll need 2 lengths of wire, preferably one black, one red, with alligator clips on the ends like this. And that's all the electrical stuff we need. Next we're going to need a cup, salt, and vinegar or water. Vinegar is acidic, which helps with the etching. All you do is add salt to the cup and then pour in some water or vinegar. Stir it up, dissolve all that salt, and your solution's ready to go. Then grab a whole bunch of cotton swabs and soak them in the salty solution. And then finally, just grab some tools that you want to etch, and then you want to grab either stencils or stickers. Either one works. I'll show you both, and we could get etching. And although everything here is pretty common, I'll link everything I'm using in the description so you could easily find it. So if you want to find these stencils, they're perfect for this job, they're reusable. Well, I'll link it in the description so you could use the exact same ones and replicate exactly what I'm doing here. So first I'm going to show you how to etch these sockets because they're hard to read, and we're going to be using stencils for this. Stencils just mean that the inside is missing and the outside is the sticker. You could also use regular stickers, and I'm going to show you how to do that on another tool. But first let's do these sockets. So the first step is we want to clean the tools that we're working on. So use either rubbing alcohol or some soapy water. Now's a good time to get a pair of safety glasses on, as well as some gloves. Now we can clean our surface. I'm using the alcohol. Just wipe it down to remove any oils or dirt that'll prevent etching. And with these cleaned up, now we could set up our power source. I'm using one of these jump starters. The good thing about a jump starter is you have your on-off switch right here. So right now these aren't live. You could touch these together, nothing happens. With our battery in the off position, we could attach our cables. Very simple. Red goes to red, black goes to black. Now it's really hard to get electrocuted or hurt from a 12-volt DC source like this, but it can cause a giant spark. Now don't do this because you could arc it, you could start a fire, but I just want to show you. So keep these separate and the power switch in the off position. And just a little bit more about safety. Now's a good time to turn on a fan if you're working inside, or if you want, work outside where there's plenty of ventilation. Okay, so here comes the really fun, cool part, where we actually etch the metal. So grab your socket set that you want to etch. You can see all the sizes are listed on this side. Well, one tip is, since you could kind of see them, if you get them at the right angle, flip this over, so then we have sizes on both sides. And we're going to start out with this 21 millimeter socket right here. Now we could grab our stencil, grab the 2. Now these stencils are pretty wide, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them so they're narrow. And I'm going to use the letters already on the socket to help me align and level my stencil. Once aligned, press down on the stencil to seal the stencil to the socket. And then get the number 1 stencil, which is also cut so it could get close enough to the number 2 stencil. That looks even? Good. And look at that, there's our 21 millimeter. So now we have 2 wires. We have our black negative wire and our red positive wire. Our positive wire attaches right to our metal piece that we're working on. The negative wire is going to get a cotton swab that's been soaking in that salt water. And all you do is you grab onto the edge of the cotton swab like this with your alligator clip. So it looks just like that. You don't want the metal alligator clip sticking out past the tip of the cotton because we're going to be rubbing the socket with the cotton swab. And we don't want any metal to metal contact because that's going to cause a spark. So we only want the cotton swab touching the socket. Now we can turn the power on. And all you have to do is touch the wet cotton swab against the bare metal in the stencil. Hold it down for about 5 seconds, and then move it over a little bit and repeat. You'll know it's working because it makes a fizzing sound, and you'll see some small bubbles. Plus, you can see the metal changes color in the etched area. Try not to breathe in any of the gas being released, because with etching we're basically chemically dissolving the metal at the surface. So make sure you touch all the area you want to etch with your cotton swab. If your etching slows down, check the tip of your cotton swab. You can see this is black, so change it out for a fresh one. The fresh ones etch a lot faster. And I'll go over this area one more time real quick, and that looks good. Let's wipe away the leftover residue. Now get another cotton swab with some alcohol on it, and just clean out the two. And then you could get a Sharpie and just lightly color in the area. And this is just going to help darken your etching to make it even more visible. And the marker is going to soak into the etched area, and once it dries, since the etched area is recessed, it doesn't rub off. You don't have to use the marker, but I like my etched numbers a little bit darker. Now we're going to do the same exact thing to the number 1 stencil. I'm working from the top to the bottom, and if any residue forms, you can wipe it right off. And once you etch the number, clean it off with a little bit of alcohol. You could darken it with the marker if you want. And now the moment of truth. Let's peel this off and you get to see what you created. Oh man, that looks so awesome. Look at that. Now don't get rid of these numbers because we're going to be reusing them for the other sockets. Wipe down the whole socket, get it nice and clean. Now this looks awesome. I've done a bunch of these already, and every time you peel this off, it just looks so good. The quality's great, the numbers have a hard edge, and they're crystal clear and easy to read. You could really transform your tools this way. Instead of buying the expensive laser engraved sockets, you could buy these $10 sockets and engrave it yourself. So let me finish up the rest of these sockets. You can see here, this only takes a few minutes, really systematic. You're just going to etch each socket in the same way. It takes about a minute a socket, and then check out these results. I mean, this looks like it came from the factory, and you could do this at home. How awesome is that? Now you could actually see what size socket you're grabbing for with the large numbers etched into them. And before we hang the tools, I like to add just a little bit of oil to each of the sockets to prevent rust in the etched areas, even though I never had any of these rust on me yet. And just rub it in, and the etched numbers will absorb the oil, which will prevent any rust. So now we could go and hang these up and grab our wrench so I could show you how you could etch your logo or your name into a tool with a sticker. And all you need is to get your sticker or logo and then borrow some nail polish. So first, clean down the area with some alcohol. Then you're going to want to grab your logo, stick it on there, rub it in, and peel off the backing. And that actually looks great just like that. But a sticker is never going to last on a tool, and over time it's just going to wear off. So now get the nail polish and cover the logo in nail polish. Don't just cover the sticker, but cover the area around it as well, and you'll see why in a second. Now let this dry for about 30 minutes. And 30 minutes later, this is completely dry, so grab a pick or a straight edge and remove the letters. Be careful not to nick the nail polish, and remove the letters just like this. And by removing the letters, we're basically creating our own stencil for etching. Now we're going to follow the same exact process as before. Connect the positive line to the bare metal on the tool, and start etching away where the sticker used to be. This is a different surface compared to the socket, so you'll notice it etches a little bit differently, so just make adjustments accordingly. Alright, now this looks good. One last step. Now we can take our nail polish remover, which is just acetone, and clean off the nail polish. Now how cool is this? Your own personalized crescent wrench, and this logo came out great. And now you know how to etch your tools or anything that's made out of metal. And the best thing is you could do it with products that you have around the house for basically no cost. Plus, now you know how to personalize your tools, or maybe even buy a tool and personalize it for your friend or for your dad for a gift. Because who doesn't like a tool with their name on it? And this process doesn't just work on a wrench or sockets, it works on anything metal, so be creative and have fun with it. Whatever it is, send me pictures of what you etch on Instagram or Facebook, because I'd love to see it, and who knows, maybe I'll even feature your work. And heck, I even started etching my logo into a thermos that I use to drink out of, so the possibilities are endless. As always, hopefully the video was helpful, and if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing for more awesome videos just like this.